And almost every day when I went back to the office, it was a case of, well, have you started reading yet? Oh, no, not quite. I was too busy last night. Too busy? What what were you doing? Well, Coronation Street was on, and I can't miss that, you know. So it was just a list of excuses, and as many as I could think of, for not reading this book. One day, it was a Sunday, it was raining outside, it's before the age of mobile phones, and I didn't know
I remember that as well. So these two guys probably don't. But.
I know, these two guys, no chance. So it was before the age of mobile phones. I didn't know where any of my mates were. There was nothing on TV, there was nothing doing, and this book was staring down at me. So I remembered from the time I was given the book, I was told to keep it on a shelf at home. Don't put it on the floor. Keep it covered, keep it wrapped. Don't put anything on top of it. And before you read this book, make sure that you are clean, physically clean. Have a wash.
Do you know, I learned that from a Muslim about my Bible.
Yes, it's exactly the same.
And I have to thank the Muslim who told me.
Exactly the same.
For that. Yeah. I hadn't connected.
Yep.
Sorry, I hadn't made that connection.
Yeah.
But I don't want to stop the flow.
No, okay.
But,
I thought that was an enormous amount of respect for a book. But I wanted to respect the book. I eventually took it down off the shelf. Yeah, blew the dust off it, unravelled it, having had a wash. And I opened up the book, and to my astonishment, it started off with words that said, "In the name of God, the beneficent and the merciful." And I just thought, those words to start off a book, what a brilliant way to start a book.
Well, the Bible starts off well, in the beginning God.
In the name of God.
In the beginning God.
The beneficent and merciful. And then it goes into the first chapter of the Quran. And it's 7 lines long. It says, "In the name of God, the beneficent, the merciful." Yeah. So it says, "Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen" in Arabic, which simply means, praise be to Allah, Lord of the whole of creation. The beneficent, the compassionate, the merciful, the owner of the day of judgment. It is you alone that we worship. It is you alone that we turn to for help, to lead us down the straight path, the path of all those who have earned your favour, not those who have earned your displeasure or anger, or those who have gone astray. Now, when you liken that and compare that with the likes of the Lord's Prayer, it's saying some very, very similar things, and conceptually it's very, very similar. So, from reading the first page, I wasn't put off, not by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I was more intrigued to read further, and I did that. And it took almost 6 months to get through the whole book, and there were some difficult concepts in there. There were some difficult things that it was hard to get my head around. But I had the support of people in the office who could help me. And at the end of that book, that was decision made. I decided I need to go and find myself a man dress, grow myself a beard, and get into a mosque.
You were on a journey, you started your journey.
Absolutely.